AITA for telling my best friend that I am pregnant? I, 33F, have been in a very close friendship with N, 31F, for about 8 years. We have been through a lot of things together, and for the last year and a half I've been on her side for her infertility journey. She has been through 2 inseminations and 2 rounds of IVF, all to no avail. She has PCOS and she doesn't ovulate naturally. We started with our partners at around the same time, and in the past I told her that I would start trying for a baby at the end of last summer. I asked her if I got pregnant, if she wanted to know, and she said that I could tell her. A couple of months ago her second round of IVF failed and she was obviously devastated. She told me that she didn't want to talk about pregnancies when we met, and we didn't. In that time I knew I was pregnant, but didn't say. 2 weeks later she called me and told me doctors had found a possible cause of why IVF wasn't working, and she was under an infection treatment and would try again in a month. I was very excited for her. And we set a date to meet in around 10 days. As she was the one to start talking about the topic again, I decided I would tell her I am pregnant, cause I was already 10 weeks and was going to announce it soon publicly, and I'd rather she knew by me. So when we met, we talked about her a little, and then I told her. Her reaction was cold and she just said, "Oh, congratulations, then." And then she said, "That was fast, huh?" I was kinda taken aback but gave her grace because of her situation. I just had expected she could be happy for me, but it was okay, so I gave her time and space and didn't talk for a month. A month later, I asked about an exam she had at work, and she answered with a 4-minute-long audio telling me she was offended that I had told her about my pregnancy when she specifically asked not to talk about that topic. And that she didn't want to know from me or see me again for a while. I was really taken aback and told her she was the first one to talk about the topic again and thought she was optimistic with the new discoveries and treatment, so she would be happy for me, and I was hurt about her deciding when or how we can be friends. This was a month ago and we haven't spoken since then. I think about her sometimes and worry about her, but on the other hand I am hurt that she doesn't want to be my side or my baby's, and if she does come back, I don't know if that'd be a healthy friendship. So, AITA? Edit. Info. We didn't meet to talk about her new treatment. The meetup was set beforehand because we were in summer holidays and couldn't meet before. When we meet we usually talk about everything and anything. At that time she was not in an IVF treatment. The new discoveries were that they found an infection in her uterus that may be causing her embryos not sticking, and she was treating that. No hormones, just antibiotic, and she was responding well and would go another round of IVF soon, with a lot more chances. It was a major change in the game, but she was impatient, which is understandable. Update. How I told her, we were talking about life in general, first about her, not the uterus or anything, just updates in her life. She asked how about you, what's new? And I said, I have to tell you something, and she said, you're pregnant. Obviously she might have remembered I told her I would have already started by then, and I said a yes. Then she said that was fast. And only talked about my pregnancy when she asked some questions. After that we changed the topic and SHE talked about her advances with antibiotics and she told me she was considering surrogacy, and as always, I listened to her and was there for her. I never again talked about my pregnancy, nor did I send her any picture of my ultrasounds, and gave her space. And she didn't communicate she preferred I announced via text. She doesn't know about Reddit, as we are Spanish and it's not common here, and she doesn't understand English. We always talk about big things in person and in private, so that's why I did it like that, and how we had discussed it. I hope I answered some of your questions. If not, I could edit again, I guess. Also, thank you so much for your insights and for sharing your personal experiences. I am so sorry for the ones who went through a loss. I cannot physically reply to every comment, but I am trying to read all of them. I didn't expect so many replies, but I see how this is a sensitive topic. Thanks to all.